Greetings, hockey fans! Welcome to Buck Arena on this day of Winter Solstice, December 21st, 2025, as the Des Moines Capitals will conclude the 2025 portion of this season in Game 2 against the Quad City Blues. This is Kevin Way, your play-by-play voice for the Des Moines Capitals this season, which we are already now past the halfway point. We reached the halfway point on Friday in Game 16 against the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders, and we enter Game 18 today for both the JV and the varsity teams. JV plays here coming up after a dominant 11-1 win yesterday, where the Capitals, they brought it to run clock midway through the first period. We're up 8-0 after that first period. They let off the gas significantly, as a team really should do when you are dominating a game that much. It's just, if you keep the foot on the accelerator in a game like that, you risk having the other team to start taking out your players, and that's not a statement about the Quad City Blues in any way. It's just the nature of hockey, and it has been. Certainly was back when I played meaningful hockey back in the 90s and early 2000s, and while hockey now isn't quite the same level of bedlam that it was back then, human nature is human nature. So the Capitals will be looking to extend their win streak and head into Christmas with a handful of gifts for their fans. We'll talk about the JV team a little bit more here in just a bit, but first we want to thank our presenting sponsors for the first period, starting with Jen Stambro Real Estate. Thinking of buying or selling your home? Let Jen Stambro Real Estate help you. Jen has been a trusted broker in the Des Moines area since 2006, with expertise representing buyers, sellers, investors, builders, new construction, and executive estates. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Jen is there to help walk you through the process. Learn more about Jen and her team at jenstambrorealestate.com. Jen Stambro Real Estate is the sponsor of the power plays and penalty kills yet again this season. Thank Jen Stambro Real Estate for their long-standing support of the Capitals. We also want to thank the sponsor of our penalty box here at home games and both penalty boxes on the away games, and that's Tint World. Tint World is your automotive styling center where they focus on the fun in your vehicle. They do window tint, paint protection film, vehicle wraps, and ceramic coating. They can also upgrade your stereo system, add remote start, and even add purple lighting to your ride to get you in the Capital spirit on the way to the game. Tint World also focuses on residential and commercial glass to help alleviate heat or glare, or to add privacy to your home or office. Stop in and see Tint World in Urbandale from 8 to 6, Mondays through Saturdays. And of course, pay special mind to this week since it is Christmas week. Maybe I should have checked, but I have my doubts that Tent World is open on Christmas Day. And you probably want to check if you're on how things are on Christmas Eve as well. The buzzer did not signify that I'm just absolutely wrong. All right, anyways, we also want to thank the sponsor of our Caps Kids Captain program, and that's the Goddard School of Waukee. The Goddard School of Waukee believes the start of your child's journey matters, and their mission is to provide the most innovative and inspirational educational experience for young children and families in their community. Call 515-297-6555 or go to goddardschool.com to learn more. some regards, you probably have education a bit backwards in this country and many countries across the world, but perhaps the most money, although this is when families are least able to afford it, unfortunately, but the most money probably needs to be spent when children are very impressionable ages, 2, 3, when there's a lot of language learning and there's all sorts of learning done at those young ages. We end up spending the big bucks in college, which isn't unimportant, but your ability to do well in college is set dramatically by the education you receive early in life, be that from daycare or even your family and others around you. Anyways, all right, that editorial aside, the Goddard School didn't pay me to say that. That was the last part was my opinion. And that is just conjecture. All right, what's not conjecture, at least in my opinion, is the quality work Trillic Studio does, one of our marketing sponsors. Trillic Studio is a one-of-a-kind audio and video production facility housed in the iconic Crescent Building in downtown Des Moines. Visit trillicstudio.com to learn more. You can check out a little bit of what they can do by viewing the Capitals Hype video, available on our social media. That was released just before the Turkey Cup game. That was December 25th, so if you have to scroll back and find that. And of course, Trillic produced it this year with some help from some students at DMAC, the Des Moines University. Des Moines University is also important. They're a good supporter of the Capitals, but Des Moines Area Community College, DMAC. Established in 1966, DMAC is now Iowa's largest community college and offers over 220 credit programs to individuals seeking degrees, diplomas, or certificates. DMAC's main campus is in Ankeny, but it has 2 other campuses in the greater Des Moines area, 3 other campuses in central Iowa, and 6 learning centers in the area as well. DMAC's mission is changing lives and empowering communities, and with 500 plus faculty and staff, small class sizes, and the lowest tuition and fees in the state, it can. Find out if DMAC is right for you at dmac.edu. That's dmacc.edu. And we cut back to the live look here from Buck Arena as the officials have made their way out onto the ice. From what I didn't get the officials officially given to me. That didn't mean to do that, but it kind of ended up humorous. Appear to be referee Gavin Baumhoven and linesmen Troy Dubé and Brett Swanson. So a fairly experienced crew here this morning. They'll have to really live up to how well the officiating crew in Cedar Rapids did. And last night here at Buck Arena, and awarding assists, highly accurate. Highly accurate. Blues have already made their way out onto the ice, and here come the Capitals, led by Kenley Boma. As the Capitals skate out, they will be without Braden Hicklin, who I discovered after the games yesterday. His family started a vacation. Fairly special event here. I believe it's today. I'd have to double check the schedule, but I hope that they had safe and timely travels and have made it to their destination. And the Capitals without Braden Hicklin for yesterday's game and today's game. Liam Reed is still in the lineup at defense now for the JV team. Players have gone back into the locker room real quick. I don't think it's probably just equipment related, or perhaps they forgot mouth guards or something. Ben Augustine and Zach West, but and they're coming right back out. Appears to be okay there. Otherwise, we of course Capitals are still without Caden Opp. Slated at this juncture to return in the new year. There's high hopes that he'll be ready to go from his serious upper body injury. Capitals next play early January against the Ames Cyclones. Pan back. Over to the Blues. One thing we didn't notice yesterday, which appears to be the case, is that they don't have all of their goaltenders with them. I don't think. Looking this morning, and I don't remember seeing him yesterday, but number one, Brady Malevchik. Brady Vickers is back in net for the JV team for the Blues again. Player just making the pass there, number 38, Jackson Morales, one of the Blues JV players that, and he played some varsity yesterday as well, but that impressed us with his speed and pace. And Carter Dre, he had the lone goal for the Blues, and it was an absolute snipe. And then Carter had a pretty good showing in the varsity game as well. The Capitals did win the varsity game 7-1, but the JV Blues aren't like entirely without talent. They are a pretty young group. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. You know, not a lot of juniors and seniors. Not that the Capitals have tons either, but they do have more. They're announcing starters here. I don't have the starters yet, so I can't tell you. I'll be able to tell you once the players are out there. You'll see easily. Of course, last night when the Capitals got way up in the JV game, a whole bunch of players just got shut down. Like I don't think Zach West played at all in the third period, and during the intermission, the resurface intermission, they actually he had his his shoulder pads and his jersey off and had come up and was talking with his parents real quick, probably just explaining to them what was happening. But once the Capitals got such a big lead, there was no reason to jeopardize West or Nelson, Junta, Logan, a bunch of those players. I don't remember seeing much of Liam Reed really in the third period either. It's just like officials appear to be ready. Capital starters look like they will be Brett Augustine, Gabe Sin, A.J. Junta, Tyler Nelson, and Ryan Logan. Starters, we did mention that Kenley Boma is starting in net. Gavin Carstens is going to take the opening faceoff for the Blues. He's going to be flanked by Nolan Munsterman. Carter Trey, Joseph Sipes, and Tyler Keating starting as well, and we are underway here from Urbandale Buck Arena. Now, lovingly called Old Buck Arena. Here, now the Rink 2 at the Recplex, or sorry, Rink 1 at the Recplex has gained a nickname of Buck Arena. Shot by Logan Block, goes in on towards the net, puck cleared out, but not out of the zone. Sin shot and stopped by Vickers. But so now, and if you put in Buck Arena into like MapQuest, Google Maps, I just went back in time 20 years apparently. If you're not careful, it will take you to the Recplex now. We all learned during the Turkey Cup. So I can say what? This is Old Buck Arena. Capitals will play here the rest of this season, most likely next season. And then after that, probably the new Rink 3 at the Recplex will be ready, and all sorts of things with hockey and Des Moines will change. Tyler Nelson with the puck, trying to work his way through. Keating does so, goes into the corner, wraps it up to Ben Augustine. Augustine down to Nelson. Nelson up toward the point, out of the reach of Carter. May have been intended for Brett Augustine at first, but may not have noticed at first glance that Augustine, while he was sort of in that area, was going off to change. So by the time the pass got there, he was nowhere in the area. Sent around the boards. Ben Augustine absorbs the check. Blues will come away with the puck. Nice move there by Morales, who we talked up a little bit. Morales looking to work his way around Carter. Gets the puck in the corner. Slips through the check. Now Luke Behrens uses his considerable frame to establish position for the puck. Capitals turnover at the blue line. Morales gets it into the zone. He's stripped by Augustine. Augustine, short little pass to Wenzel. Wenzel looking to work his way through the D. West will get to the puck. Avoids the check and the skirmish, the crash that had happened near the corner. Back to the neutral zone. Liam Reed with it. His pass tipped. Morales has it poked away by Westfold, who picked up his first Capitals goal last night. It was a beaut. And we have a penalty as Westfold has been hooked and taken down. Was it a tripping? Looked like, couldn't tell if that was Jackson Price, although I don't know if it's. It's not Price. We have a tripping against Ethan Hunt, number 5. He'll go to the laser graphics and sign sin bin. Penalty assessed at the 2:26 mark. Logan feeds it up to Nelson on the power play. Power play features Junta, Nelson, Logan, Behrens, and West. West battling out front with Keating. Now in the corner, Keating comes with the puck and clears it. Behrens makes the pass over to Nelson. Nelson threads the pass across to Logan. Logan looking to trying to work his way around Bradley. Cuts back. Logan over to Nelson. Pass over to Behrens. Behrens, one-timer, got deflected and hit the side of the net. West moves it up to Behrens. Behrens pass over to Nelson. Nelson sends it across. Shot side of the net. That was Ryan Logan with the shot for the Capitals. Shot attempt. Logan up front. Hit the post. Looking for that wraparound attempt. Logan shields the puck. Works his way around Munsterman. Pass across. Good stick at the last split second by Jackson Bradley. Luke Behrens rings one off the crossbar, up and out of play. Hit the netting, landed back on the ice surface, but obviously hits that black netting up on top of above the glass here at Buck Arena, and it's a stoppage. Noah Eden out with Wenzel and Westfold, trying to see if I haven't seen Brody Garnis yet, so are the Capitals without Garnis for some reason? Westfold with the puck, pass up towards Carter, tipped. Wenzel will keep it in, sends it down low toward Eden. Eden has the puck out of the corner, passes back up to Wenzel. Wenzel back to Eden along the half wall, cuts towards shot. Oh, glove save! Nice shot by Noah Eden. Thought he had it, but Brady Vickers appears to be on his game here early. Managed to see that puck through a screen and made the save. Off the faceoff, Blues get the clear. Puck's going to roll in on Boma. We'll stop it and leave it for Glovic. Glovic passes it up towards the wing, bounces off the blade of Westfold, however. Carter Dre battling to get the puck, does so, tries to send it out towards Snipes. Capitals get a stick on it. Westfold sends it over to Wenzel. The Blues has lost their glove. It's Carter Dre, pass up toward Glovic. Westfold has it knocked away as Hunt is out of the penalty box. Carter evades him, rings the puck in. Wenzel plays the body on Bradley. Gets the puck. Moves it up toward Nelson. Nelson shot for it scores. Significant traffic out front. And Tyler Nelson scores even strength goal at the 4:44 mark. Nelson now joined by his regular line mates, Logan and Junta. Augustine Instant, the defenseman, out there with him. Augustine with the send-in. We've gone wide, but is directed further away by Vickers. Shot by Augustine. Got deflected in the high slot and directed towards the half wall. Junta's pass goes off the skates of Hayden Place, number 34. Junta centering pass out towards Logan. Now Cutcomb battling with Nelson. Nelson trying to take him off the puck. Pass up to Sin. Sin shot deflected out of play. And assists awarded to Wenzel and Eden on the goal by Tyler Nelson. Offensive zone face-off for the Caps at the 5:24 mark here of the first period. Puck has barely been in the Capitals' defense. And there's Brody Garnis. There we go. Off the face-off, Sin had it poked away. Munsterman tries centering it. Good back check between both Augustine and Garnis to break up that pass. Shot! Trey once again. I couldn't tell with certainty if he just hit the side of the post or if Kenley Bomas got a small piece of that, but the post was definitely hit. A dangerous opportunity for the Blues. They're about 5.5 in. Puck was tipped near the center red line by the Capitals. That negates icing. Sin, short pass to Augustine. Augustine tried to get it across to Garnis. You might say, how is that not a hand pass? It was in the defensive zone, and he never closed his glove on it. So that batting down of the puck by Gabe Sin in the defensive zone, since he did not, it was because it's in the defensive zone, and he did not close his hand around the puck, that was allowable. Now, if he does that in the neutral zone or the attack zone, not allowable whatsoever, whether he closes his hand around it or not. And to add to your hockey knowledge, if a player covers a skater, not a goalie, covers the puck in the crease, which is routinely done with a hand, not always, but usually, that results in a penalty shot for the other team. You don't see it much, but it can happen. Glove extended, bounces about a foot in front of Vickers, and while it looks pedestrian, it's actually one of the most dangerous things a goalie faces, because you just never know how the puck's going to bounce. If it lands flat, it's still you're still not certain, like, well, what's the altitude of it? And then if it doesn't land flat, it's almost like a football. Jackson Price drives the net, backhand shot, got deflected out front. Spin shot by Morales, saved by Boma. So Quad City starting to get some chances here. The offense being driven in part by Jackson Morales. He's been figuring into their offensive chances here early. Junta on the faceoff against Place. Faceoff won by the Blues. Shot went wide. Nelson gets to it, connects on a pass up to Logan in the neutral zone. Logan fights through the check of Place. Almost left his skates in an attempt to try to still make contact with Logan. He got upended himself. His puck out to Carter. Carter skates it back. Pass over to Junta. Junta sends a soft backhander towards the corner, which Tyler Nelson will get. Pass up to Carter. Carter has it poked. Nelson will wrap it. Puck will come across to Logan, who's pressured by Bradley. Junta comes in to help. Puck gets poked towards the net. Cleared up by Keating. Sent back down low by Carter. Logan out of the corner. Looking to cut around Bradley. Bradley sticking with him. Pass it to Nelson. Nelson behind the net. Puck poked. Nelson will get it back from Logan. Up to Carter. Carter shot through traffic. Deflected by Junta. Hit the netting just above the senior banner of, I believe, Zach Alford. The banners they're really cool up close. Just looking at them on the ice in the post-game skate with the Capitals last night. Those would be cool for the players to get at the end of the season, but from a distance, with it being dark, you can't tell as easily from this distance who each player is, but I think I see a blocker, and it's not completely black, which would mean it would not be Jackson Fleming. Anyways, off the face-off, Blues with the puck. Munsterman gets it into the neutral zone. Battling with Sin. Gabe Sin. Karstens tried firing a knuckle puck as the puck was rolling on him as he took the one-timer. Smooth pass by Behrens up to Eden. Eden skates it in. Fights through the check of Karstens. Now cut comp, pass up toward Munsterman. Couldn't quite control it. Reed with the send-in. Directed away by Vickers. Eden winds up for slap shot. Scores! It deflected off of Talon Lintz. Scored, and despite the deflection, the puck still had enough velocity that it got stuck in the back, between the back of the back post of the net and the netting. So Noah Eden adds a Matt Reed Country Financial Insurance tally at the 9:22 mark. So Noah Eden had missed the previous 4 games heading into Friday's games against Cedar Rapids, but he has been a hot hand once again upon his return. Reed cuts back, brings the puck around over toward West. West flips it in. And they're saying Eden unassisted. Price struggling to get the puck in the treacherous Zamboni door corner, which isn't as treacherous as it used to be. Morales ended up almost skating into Daisy Beckwith, or a combination of they skated into each other that helped the Capitals take the puck away. Big hit by Wenzel to help get the puck away from the Blues. West with it, shot, blocked. Beckwith makes a short pass over to Hunt. Hunt tried putting it through the triangle of Reed. Now Reed on the back check. Establishes position for the puck. Sent into the boards hard. Borderline check from behind, but just considered to the side enough. Whiting taking off the puck. Oh, leg contact on Logan. Oh, this is... Jackson Price heads to the penalty box. With luck, Logan doesn't have any soft tissue damage. Sometimes, even if you end up it's against the femur, you end up with femur on femur. It's one of the weirdest feelings you can have. I've had that happen, and you feel like for a second that the bone, even with the pad, sometimes it feels like the bone almost bends, and it's a very disconcerting feeling. So with luck, that is what Nelson is dealing with, and not with any sort of tear. And sometimes, depending on how these works, you can end up tweaking your hip, but in almost any injury you can discuss, I've suffered. So it's kneeing. It is kneeing, and it comes with a 10-minute misconduct. So Price is off. We'll see if it's a minor, or okay. So it's a minor, not a knee major. It's a 2 and a 10. Capitals will be on the Jen Stambro Real Estate power play with Price in the laser graphics and signs sin bin. Looks like Blake Whiting, number 19, will come across to serve the minor penalty assessed to Price. Price is one of the few juniors playing for the Quad City Blues JV team. Of course, plays varsity as well. Blues clear it off the ensuing faceoff. Junta from behind the nets passes over to Nelson. Got Ben Augustine out on this power play unit that would normally be manned by Logan. Barron shot off the glove of Vickers. Pass up to Barron's. Back to the half wall to Nelson. Nelson hounded by Munsterman. Passes up to Barron's at the point. Across to Wenzel. Threaded across to Nelson. Nelson backhander low. Rebound directed away by Vickers. Karstens nearly got the clear. Capitals keep it in. Junta to Nelson. Nelson sends it off the end boards. Wenzel gets to it. Tried centering. Munsterman now looking to clear. Oh, it goes through the wickets of Barons. Gavin Karstens hustling for the puck. Gets a little piece of Junta. Junta passes across to Nelson. Nelson tries getting around Munsterman. So now Augustine with the puck. I understand the Capitals maybe not trying to go full throttle on this, but going 2/3 throttle is just not working. And in some regards, when we saw like Taylor Nelson get tangled up, we don't want it to result in injury. That is what the Capitals do not want heading into Christmas, is for anyone to get injured. We want to have it be where the whole team is at full health. Not that the Capitals have been ravaged by injuries by any stretch. They have not been. It's mostly been, we've had the Caden Opp injury, but otherwise it's just mostly been players missing games for family reasons. Pass to Garnis. We will note the Blues are back at full strength. Augustine tries centering it. Got deflected by Karstens, who had a decent penalty killing shift. Him and Munsterman both. And on the PK at this juncture, but coming out of the penalty kill, they're still out there. Noah Eden skates it into the zone. Lost the handle, passes back towards Garnis. Westphal fires a slap shot that deflected off a man out front. Augustine shot in a net, saved by Vickers. Rebound cleared out by Bradley. Jackson Bradley, an active, small but active defender for the Blues. Westphal taken down. We have another penalty. I think it's going to be against Ethan Hunt. Garnis trying to slip it through both Morales and Keating, but Keating gets a piece of it. And so, making sure that it is number 5, Ethan Hunt. It's a minor penalty. Didn't see what I was trying to look for the number and miss what Baumhoven signaled. But penalty assessed at the 13:54 mark. Quick face-off, did not delay. Junta shot, pad save by Vickers, sent towards the corner. Logan's back out, which is great to see, appears to be okay. So I suspect with that knee, and it really was where you end up making that leg-on-leg contact on the femur, just above the shin pad, and what oftentimes, and depending how that plays out, it'll only glance a piece of, and then Junta scores. Sometimes it's beneath the bottom of the hockey pants, the breezers. And sometimes it hits just only a small piece of it. So Logan will get, I believe, an assist on this one. So power play goal, Jen Stambo Real Estate power play goal for AJ Junta at the 14:22 mark of the first. Capitals up 3-0. Of course, this is much less than the snowman that they put up the first period of yesterday, but this is perfectly fine. Much rather see well, this game may not end up like close by any stretch of the imagination. If it's closer, we will accept. Puck dumped in, Keating will get to it, pass up towards the wing. Puck jammed up along the low half wall. Junta trying to fish it out. Baumhoven may be content just to let this kind of play out just to end the period. He started putting the whistle up towards his mouth, but imagine and then it got, kicked out, so it took care of itself, but we would have had to, it would have been interesting to see had that continued with Baumhoven just let it go. It sounded like assists to Carter and Logan on Junta's goal. making his way back out to the Quad City net. Of course, the teams switch sides in between periods. Ice in the Capitals' defensive zone. Lots of snow. Not as much snow in the Capitals' former defensive zone, so now with it being a bit lopsided in terms of puck possession this game, the Blues now face the added difficulty of the extra snow in what is now their attack zone. The Capitals, on the flip side, will get to deal with the slightly fresher ice. Now, their breakout passes could become a bit more difficult with this much snow. The Capitals are breaking this one up pretty well. Pass by Augustine up to Nelson. Augustine driving the net. Nelson shot. Vickers got a piece of that, sent it towards the low half wall. Nelson along the board, sends it up to the point to Augustine. Augustine up towards the top of the slot to Junta. Junta dishes it to Cinch. Shot deflected. Because we're still on Gabe Sin goal watch. He picked up his first points last night. And Vickers never saw it. He thought it was on the other side of the ice. Augustine just sends one in from the points. Open net, essentially. So Brett Augustine extends the Capitals' lead to 4, 53 seconds in. Off the face-off. Augustine chips the puck in. It was right at the red line. No icing. Hayden plays with a little speed burst, trying to work his way around Wenzel. Wenzel got enough of him to separate him from the puck, even though Wenzel ended up taking the fall. He did not act hurt nor get indignant, though. Reed absorbs the check. Glovic battling. Oh, it's getting rough down low. Nelson and Junta with the assists on Augustine's goal as the Capitals went offside. We're starting to get the gauntlet down low as I thought we'd beam back to like 1997 where no one's even making a play for the puck and just coming in and hitting each other. Cut comp with the puck. Wenzel lays down the check. It is starting to get physical. West takes the puck away from Bradley. Tried sweeping it across him, but caught an edge. Now Place, I think, made contact with the kick plate. That will chew up an edge. William Arney with the puck. Passes it over towards Bradley. Bradley taken down as he had tried to make it drive towards net fronts. Capitals pass it up to West. West 1-on-1 against Cutcomp. Late in the shift, dumps it in and goes for the change. Vickers left the puck in an odd spot there for Cutcomp. Capitals take it away at the blue line. Augustine worked his way, well, partially around Cutcomp. Cutcomp got enough of him to take him off the puck. Cutcomp with the puck again. Pass up towards the wing. Ethan Hunt will build some speed from behind his net. Chips it forward. Stopped by Eden for the Capitals. Westfold tried centering it back out to Eden. Puck was broken up. Behrens pushes it forward. Cutcomp back to it. And with a little help from William Arney, we'll get the clear. But it is, with it being even before the Blues defensive zone blue line, results in an icing. Capitals will maintain Eden, Garnis, and Westmold as the forwards. Luke Barron's got a little bit of instruction from the bench now. Joins Carter on the blue line. Westmold pass over to Carter. Carter transitions to forward. Shot! Save! Keating on the draw again. Move the puck on the boards. Westfold. The low corners. Sipes playing the body on Garnis. Eden shot deflected. Keating got a piece of that one. Never went in on net. Actually ended up deflecting, not even towards the corner, but in the opposite direction, towards the half wall on the opposite side. Roman Welser will get the clear for Quad City. Jackson Carter pass up toward Tyler Nelson. He'll dump it in at the blue line. Eden in on the forecheck. Keating with the puck. Passes it up toward Welser. Carter will take it. Works his way around. Rory Beckwith, shot by Logan. Glove save by Vickers. Face-off won by Karstens. Cut Comp send the puck around the boards towards Munsterman. Munsterman tried moving it back around towards Cut Comp, but it was broken up by Junta. Junta pass up to the point to Augustine. Augustine shot towards the net. Looking for deflection from Nelson. Went off the shin pad, but bounced out front. Logan shot from a distance into the logo of Vickers. That'll stop play at the 4:13 mark. Junta on the face-off. Had the puck momentarily, then got taken away. Bradley with the clear. Sin back for it. Tried to move up along the boards. It was broken up by Munsterman. Munsterman centers. Trying to connect with Dre, but Capitals able to disrupt that play. Junta pass right back to Nelson. Nelson with the lane. Shot goes wide. Carson's looking to clear it. Blocked by Logan. Junta races for the puck. Establishing position. Still has it. Moves it up towards the point to Glovic. Glovic shot. Hits bodies or legs really out front. Pass back to Glovic. Glovic shot. Oh! Deflected by Logan near the side of the net. The puck just missed and hit the netting on the outside of the post. Wenzel has lost his stick. That's going to allow Dre to break the puck out. Pass up towards Munsterman. Deflected back towards Dre. Dre quickly hounded by Wenzel. West gets the puck at the red line and dumps it in for the Capitals. Augustine hard on the check, forecheck. Oh, pass towards Wenzel just off the mark. That's going to allow it to clear out. Reed pass up towards West. West tried sending it in, waits for his teammates to tag up with certainty. Glovic will pick the puck up. Shot from the point near the wall, went over the net. Wenzel will get to it at the blue line and wrap it around to the opposite side. Cut Comp looking to break it out. Kept in by Augustine. Dumps it into the opposite corner. Like the good Saskatchewan boy that he is. I'm joking, he's not from Saskatchewan, but back in the day, from Western Canada, there was lots of dump-ins to the opposite corner. Glovic will dump it into the opposite corner. Everyone's now channeling their inner Western Canadian born in the 70s, 80s. Really more part of the 60s, 70s, early 80s. All right, anyways. Capitals regrouping the puck. Glovic to Reed. Reed feeds it forward to Garnis. Garnis bodied by Bradley. And Bradley plays with a good compete level. Short in stature, but high in compete level. Barons fights through, Cut Comp. Westfold, tried to get whack at the rolling puck, but didn't get a lot of it to possibly get his second goal. Nice job by Place to fight through checks and get the puck down low for Quad City. Capitals will take it out of the corner, however. Pass it towards Westfold, makes its way into the neutral zone, sent back by Sipes. Barron's long pass deflected by Hunt, comes to Keating. Keating send in, blocked by Carter. Garnos will poke it free. Westwood will pick it up. Area pass forward to Behrens. Behrens with the dump in. Hits the side of the net. Keating will wrap it up along the wall. Nelson will get to the puck. Chips it high off the glass. It'll land in play. Again, Hunt got a piece of it with the hand, but same reason earlier as Gabe Sin. No hand pass. He just batted forward. Logan has Junta driving the net, pass across, connect, shot, spreading out for the save! Brady Vickers! Quad City bench and fans enthralled with the save of Vickers sprawling out. That shot hit the post. Logan feeds it up to Augustine. Augustine shot from a distance, saved by Vickers, no rebound. I'm sure Brady Vickers would like the Augustine goal back where he lost track of the puck. Ended up on the opposite side of the ice, but otherwise, it's been a Vickers has been markedly better today than yesterday. Not that yesterday was entirely his fault, by no means. But the Quad City's entire level of play is up just a little bit. Again, you know, at this juncture, it still looks like the Capitals are going to have a fairly convincing win, but it's just much closer than yesterday. So even if the score ends up close to the same, it's still dramatically closer. Logan spin shot saved by Vickers. Yesterday the Capitals were just like cutting through like a hot knife through butter. And, you know, some of that may have to do with the bus trip from Quad City all the way here to Des Moines, and you know, even if you do get a warm up, it's still it's still coming off a 2 hour 45-minute trip. Welser tried getting the shot off. Nice back check by Augustine to get a piece of it, deflected out of play. It's the first time we've seen the puck really in the defensive zone in quite some time. Yes, Kenley Boma has not been challenged for many shots. Not even probably a full handful just yet. Couple prime opportunities. Ben Augustine pokes it around Price. Got Wenzel driving the net. Pass, center, broken up by Bradley. Shot! West as the trailer gets to the puck and scores. So Zach West will extend the Capitals' lead to 5-0 with 5:52 left, also known as the 9:08 mark. Puck fed forward by Wenzel. And this could end up the last JV game that West plays, maybe ever. Just kind of depends what level of health the Capitals maintain. Oh, developing 3-on-1. Karsten, shot, save, rebound up front, cleared. Once Caden Opp returns, and if everyone else is healthy, Zach West easily becomes varsity only again, but these JV games have really seemed to just build West's confidence. Not that he lacked confidence, but just these extra puck touches. It almost ends up like a just much more realistic warm-up for West heading into the game, and it's helped make his offensive abilities in the varsity game just that tick sharper. So hopefully Zach has looked at it the same way. I think he's probably, I would suspect he's enjoyed putting up over a point per game in JV, and it's helping him put up nearly a point per game lately at varsity too. Pucks it towards the net, deflects off of Wenzel, in on Boma, and he follows it to make the save. So not as like pretty as the prime chances for Morales and Dre earlier, but that's a difficult puck to follow as a goaltender. All you can really do is just do your best to get yourself in front of to where you think it'll go, and you just react as it drops or whatever happens. Bradley with the puck down the wing. Stood up by Behrens with a little help on the back check of Garnis, who made it such, essentially a trap, made it such that Bradley couldn't go anywhere. Nice toe drag by Price. Price skates it in. Trying to work his way around Carter, and making the pass toward the slot, but it got broken up by Eden. Eden slips through the check of Cutcomp. Pass back. Eden fires! Scores! Nice pass back. Ended up a give and go, sort of, between Nelson and Eden. Man alive, has Noah Eden really come along this season, his rookie season as a Capital. Scores at the 11:15 mark. That statement really is pretty much, it's true of all the rookies, in fact. Just where they were at the early preseason games compared to now, and it's how it is every season. It's like this, the gap from the bantam hockey that almost everyone plays before they even get to JV Midwest League. It's at Capitals level, it's not close. Shot center net. Well, Logan, did it score? It did not. I think it hit the left post, the right post, and stayed out. Behrens shot. Deflected up front. I think it went off Cutcomp. Logan through check, shot, scores. And they got the assist out of order, but it's assist to Nelson and Glovic. They announced it as Glovic and Nelson, but pretty sure it was Tyler Nelson who made that pass. Now, of course, Ryan Logan has just scored, and we are at run clock. So Logan with the 7th goal for the Capitals. A little bit before the 12-minute mark of the second. So, again, last goal, the goal. Oh, big hit. Price steps up on Eden, and he is slow up. Carson's shot, pass save, rebound, picked up by Carter. Eden will undoubtedly be looked at by the trainer. Obviously, you always have you hope that he just got the wind knocked out of him and that we're not dealing with any sort of concussion situation. We'll see who all gets the assist on Logan's goal. I think Luke Behrens will get one. Yep. And that is the assist, the lone assist. Luke Behrens with the lone assist on the goal by Ryan Logan. Ryan Logan scoring nearly as much as Wilt Chamberlain these days. All right, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's a lot. Some of you who know of Wilt Chamberlain's story are now asking, what do you mean by that, Kevin? Whichever way you want. Junta gets a puck up towards Nelson. Nelson passes left wing towards Logan. Oh, Logan got the arm up a little high on Hayden Place. Does not get called for a head contact. Wouldn't have been like vicious or anything, but that's the sort of thing like if Baumhoven had seen it and given the lead that the Capitals have. As Gabe Sin shot, saved by Vickers. Again, we're still on Gabe Sin goal watch. It's like at some juncture, love to see the Capitals give Gabe Sin the total green light to join the play or even skate him at forward for a shift or two just to try to get that Get that goal before Christmas. Not that it matters greatly, but Gabe's played well here his rookie season. Just deserving, although of course as a great line in the movie Unforgiven, deserves got nothing to do with it. Puck cleared out to Augustine. Capitals tag up. Augustine has it poked away. Lovett got tripped up at the blue line. Hunt trying to work his way. Nice job by Augustine. Burst of speed to take the puck away on the back check, and that's how things are going to end with the little puck battle along the boards as the buzzer sounds. Well, Capitals are up 7-0. There's still the possibility they get that 10 or 11. They got 11 yesterday, but still, today's game is much closer than yesterday's, regardless of what the score or even the shots show. It's just yesterday the Capitals were just skating around and dancing around guys and let off the accelerator a lot. They're still not 100%. We've seen what 100% looks like from the JV Capitals, and it's better than. Well, I'm not even gonna. I won't go there. That I would. Just not gonna say that. But it's good. It's real good. All right, we'll take some time to, in retrospect, now that the second period is done, thank the second period presenting sponsors. Start with Matt Reed, Country Financial. Matt has been helping families with their insurance and investment needs since 2005. His agency offers industry-leading products for your auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Matt's team also helps with financial planning because protection and planning go hand in hand. Contact Matt's team at 515-251-8891 to schedule your insurance and financial review. Thanks also to Kading Property Management. Kading Property Management provides comfortable, safe, and affordable housing to its residents, as well as having a positive impact in their surrounding neighborhoods. Kading's communities are conveniently located throughout central Iowa, continually adding new and exciting communities to their portfolio. Through their extensive understanding of development and residential property management, their team of dedicated professionals is able to provide the living experience you're looking for. As Kading says, let us make our home your home. We also want to send a shout out to Laser Graphics and Signs, who sponsored the Rally Towels for the Turkey Cup. Laser Graphics and Signs is committed to helping you bring your big ideas to life through custom graphics and signs. Their talented team works with you throughout the entire process to design, print, and install big signs, bold graphics, and beautiful results. Learn more at laser.com. See what they can do for you. Again, that's laser.com, LASHIER.com. Then Laser ended up working closely with Letterman Locker to produce the Rally Towels, and Letterman Locker, of course, also a sponsor for the Rally Towels as well. Letterman Locker is your one-stop shop for high-quality hockey gear, team apparel, and community apparel. You can buy Capitals merchandise anytime at LettermanLocker.com. In addition to being the Capitals' permanent online shop, it's also your source for merchandise for the Des Moines Junior Bucks, the Des Moines Lady Wild, the Griffins, the Knights, the Pirates, the Raptors, the Scorpions, the Titans, the Thunder, and the Vipers, and the Des Moines Oakleys. Show your team pride and visit LettermanLocker.com today. And thanks also is due to RG Source for Hockey, who donated the jerseys for the Turkey Cup, which were the jerseys the team wore yesterday. Capitals just wearing their standard white home jerseys today. The RG Source for Hockey goes above and beyond, and we have the proof now, to help each hockey player find the products that best meet their unique needs. If you're on the road, you can find RG Source for Hockey locations in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Romeoville, Illinois. You can find them 24/7 online at rghockey.com. RG Source for Hockey, we fit your game. And if you did like Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's like that's actually a bigger hockey market than you might think. Fort Wayne has supported the Comets, whichever league they've been in, for decades. Indiana Tech, a good ACHA Division I team, plays there. The Fort Wayne Spacemen of the USPHL play there. The APHL, it's a semi-pro / men's senior league. They have a team there. And like I said, there's just a lot more hockey in Fort Wayne than you might think. So if you're like, you're really going to know much about hockey in Fort Wayne, you might be surprised. All right, we'll take a short break here during the lone resurface during the JV game. Thank our third period presenting sponsors. Back for more Capitals hockey here from Buck Arena. Again, Capitals up 7-0 after 2 periods of play against Quad City. And we return here from Buck Arena in advance of the third period for this morning's JV game between the Des Moines Capitals and the Quad City Blues. We'll thank our third period presenting sponsors now, starting with Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance. As your shelter insurance agent, Joe can help you make sure you get the right coverage at the right price while providing the quality service you expect. Feel free to give Joe a call or text at 515-276-0011 to discuss your insurance options today. Again, that's Joseph Yeaman Shelter Insurance. Thanks also to Strategic America. Strategic America is an independent, full-service marketing and advertising agency dedicated to guiding brands through critical periods of growth and evolution. To learn more about their expansive marketing and advertising services, head to strategicamerica.com. Again, that's strategicamerica.com. Also want to salute Synergy Homes. For nearly 20 years, the team at Synergy Homes has been building the dreams of Central Iowa homeowners. If you have a custom home or renovation project coming up, connect with Synergy Homes and schedule a consultation. To learn more or to schedule that consultation, head to synergyhomesiowa.com or give them a call at 515-480-8087. Synergy Homes, exceptionally built homes. And a flex also to Sacred Physique's bodybuilding company. Just like the Capitals, Sacred Physique's motto is simple: dig deep, no excuses. They bring that same championship mindset to the gym. Whether you're an athlete seeking an edge or someone ready to transform their body, Sacred Physique's personal training programs are designed to push your limits and deliver results. For more information on how Sacred Physiques can help you reach your goals, contact Kyle Sacred at sacred.fitness@gmail.com. Strength is sacred, so is the journey. And the spelling on that is sacre.fitness@gmail.com. And then we also want to thank the Des Moines Buccaneers, the heartbeat of hockey in Iowa. Since 1980, the Bucs have developed top talent and inspired the best fans in the USHL. With approaching 50 alumni having reached the NHL, including current NHLers Mario Ferraro, AJ Greer, Michael Kesselring, Alex Laferriere, Jeff Petrie, and Nick Seeler, the Bucs' impact is felt far and wide. But no matter how far they go, their hearts stay right here in the 515. Hockey's alive in the 515. For tickets, visit buckshockey.com. Again, the Bucs' next home game, which comes after the Christmas break, is next Saturday, December 27th, as they take on the Tri-City Storm at the Recplex. After NHL, Olympic hockey, and probably World Junior Championships, USHL hockey is probably my favorite hockey to watch. I love watching the Capitals, but from a kind of the pure scout fan aspect, the USHL, they play with so much pace. The guys go so hard, yet it's still a high level of play. It's great hockey. We'll see what happens. There's rumors, people like to talk, that the USHL might become a fourth major junior league and even play in the Memorial Cup. That gets complex, but selfishly, if Hockey Canada and the Canadian Hockey League, which is kind of the league that encompasses all three major junior leagues in Canada, and USA Hockey and the USHL can somehow work out an agreement where that can happen, that would be that'd be really cool. And I don't know if you have to work it out where maybe like a host city still makes it, and then maybe the U.S. National Team Development Program, although under 18 team goes to the U18 Championship. I don't know. It's hard to, but there's interesting possibilities with such a thing. We'll see. Focus back in on the JV game here between the Capitals and the Blues now. Face-off won by Karstens for the Blues. Nelson hustles for the puck, poked forward by Junta. Puck. Well, Capitals were offside. They had to tag up and relinquish control of the puck. Dre feeds it up towards Karstens, out of his reach. Sin ends up booting it over towards Augustine. One-touch pass by Logan to Nelson. Nelson looking to drive wide on Cutcomp. Cutcomp gets enough of the body on him to take off. Oh, he got a couple players crashing into the boards. That was Junta and Dre. Selfishly, I need Carter Dre to end up a doctor one day, and that way we'll be able to call him Dr. Dre. Maybe he can end up a cardiologist. That way he can be beats by Dr. Dre. And puck sent in on Vickers, who covers. This is all said humorously. My last name is Way. You can understand all sorts of things that I've heard. But in seriousness, if Carter, it's some serious marketing potential there. Jackson Carter, shot from the point, save. Wait, rebound was in the crease momentarily, but got cleared out. Carter cuts away from the forecheck of Morales. Turnover at the blue line. Morales trying to get it into the zone, but Wenzel got enough of the puck to poke it away. West sends a puck across towards the left side. Augustine will get there. Chipped it in. Sipe sends it back towards the wall. Captain's get it back. West spin shot wide. Keating absorbs a check to try to move the puck out. Carter battling to try to move it off the wall. Capitals just send it down low and go for the line change. It's going to allow Morales to build some speed, which is not the Quad City player that the Capitals want to let build some speed. Fired a shot off. Believe one of the Capitals got a stick on that one to send it high and out of play. Off the face-off. Reed chips it up along the boards. Price unable to keep it in. Reed gets to the puck first. Got a clear lane to the net. Backhand shot, scores! Liam Reed scores an 8th goal. Capitals do get the snowman. They'd stop the clock with 12:07 left. So goal for Liam Reed at 2:53 of the third. And again, as a scorekeeper on the goals and penalties, you really do want it stopped at least momentarily to get that written down or entered these days. As manual score sheets are fast going the way of insert extinct species here. As Westfold tried banking it off the glass and in, but ended up going into just in front of the glass and into the Quad City bench. Face off at center ice again. Wenzel on the draw against Place. Quad City ends up with it. Cutcomp hounded by Garnis. Cutcomp evades Garnis, passes one up towards Rory Beckwith, but it goes off his skate and up to Reed. Chip clear by Reed, blocked by Place. Place toe drag. Centers. And it's Reed unassisted. Reed sends it up to Wenzel. Wenzel mishandles. Price has it poked away by Westfold. Now Beckwith has it stripped by Garnis. Garnis tries to center, still has the puck, shot wide. It's going to come up all the way to the neutral zone with the defense changing. Sin will get to it. Pass up to Eden. Eden with the dumping. He'll go for a line change. Nelson to get to the puck. Sends it up towards Logan. Logan across to Junta. Junta having to drop to a knee. Sin will keep the puck in battle. Junta hit the boards by Price, and Rory Beckwith will clear it. Will it go for icing? Nope. Must have deflected off a Capital. So that's waved off. Long pass by Augustine. Connects to Nelson. Nelson going to feed it across. Cutcomp got enough of it. Here comes Augustine. Shot deflected. Scored! Junta from Augustine. And make it 9 for the Capitals. H.A. Junta with a deflection. Very nice deflection. Ramping that puck up in front of Vickers and scoring at the 4:48 mark. Got that blade angle just right. Brett Augustine did a great job of keeping the shot low for such a deflection. Capitals extend their lead to 9-0. Sin ended up catching an edge. Managed to, even from his stomach, use his long reach to knock the puck away. Makes the breakout pass up to Nelson. Nelson flips it in. Logan will get to the puck. He's going to deal with Talon Lintz. And Morales, Jackson Morales, out of the corner, working his way. Nope. Tried to work his way around West, but West used his reach to take that puck away. Logan from behind the net. Back up to West. West fires. Shot save. Shot by West. They had assist to Nelson. And one-timer by Ben Augustine scores. They had the assist to Nelson and Logan on the last goal, which is not entirely correct because it was Brett Augustine who fired that shot that was deflected. Capitals now up 10-0 at the 5:58 mark of the third. Ben Augustine with an excellent one-timer from the face-off circle near the hash marks. We still have yet to put that 10th goal up on the scoreboard here, but it is, in fact, 10 goals. Augustine clears it. Puck moved over towards Sipes. Sipes tries to move it along the wall. Intercepted. Shot by Carter. Deflected by West up front. Just wide of the net. Augustine slips through the check of Dre. Pass back. Wenzel. Shot. Save. It's knocked out to the neutral zone. Pass up to Augustine. Augustine will dump it in. Attempted pass by the Blues, intercepted. West and Wenzel with assist on Augustine's goal. They still haven't put that 10th goal up on the scoreboard. We have it correct in our graphic, though. Shot by Glovic got deflected and hit the side of the net. Reed chips it down low. Keating gets it up to Westfold. Westfold shot. Blocked up front. I think Keating got all of that one. And Munster will clear. It's going to go just wide. Tipped by Kenley Bowman. Just in case, and maybe just to keep things going. It's like, okay, let's just go. Garnis trying to get the puck over to Eden. You heard Noah Eden yelling for the puck. Not really yelling, but loudly calling for the puck. And it was broken up by the Blues. Eden trying to fish the puck out. Gives it up towards Westfold. Westfold gets it through a man to Eden. Eden cuts around Bradley. Dishes over to Garnis. Shot. Save. Would have liked to have seen, and they do have that 10th goal up on the scoreboard now, would have liked to have seen the Capitals, after they got that zone entry 3 wide, to triangulate just a little bit better to add more depth to that attack. But face off won by the Caps. Pass up to Sin. Sin shot. Blocked. Sin over to Augustine. Back to Sin. Inch pass back towards Augustine. Augustine's pass intercepted by Hunt. Hunt skates it in. Trying to work his way around Augustine. Does so. Wraps it around the boards toward Walzer. Sin with the puck. Tries chipping it around Price. Gets jammed up, still in the neutral zone. And Junt is going to get a cross-checking penalty for sure. Looks like Welser's getting the door. So I assume we're of matching minors. Looks like Whiting is going to serve the penalties. So out of all of this, I assume Welser, I said Walzer a few times, sorry about that. Thinking of car dealerships up in the Twin Cities, I guess. Welser must have got a 2 and a 10. Try to sync things up here. Off the face-off. Puck flipped in! Hot fly fielded by Kenley Boma. So 4:30 left in the third. Capitals have put up a 10 spot here this morning. Buck sent out to play a touchdown, and extra points, and a field goal. Because remember, touchdowns are only 6 points. Wenzel on the draw. Carson wins it back, moves it back to Price. Price shot from the point, blocked up front by Augustine. Took that in the, hopefully the low abdomen. Long pass intercepted by Carter. West shot deflected by Wenzel and saved by Vickers. Wenzel off the face-off, wins it forward, shot save, rebound, poked in. Ben Augustine jammed that puck in. Luke Wenzel will get the assist. They stop the clock at the 11:56 mark. So goal by Augustine. And they let out both Junta and Whiting. They have restarted the clock. The Capitals now have as many goals as they had yesterday. Because I'm still rooting for a 12th as Luke Barron's shot goes in, but it is with a caveat. Let's see, it would be a goal for Gabe Sin. Capitals need to send out immediately. It's like, yep, have your 2.5-minute shift. Well, now it's less than 2.5 minutes, but Barron's shot, crisp wrister off the shoulder of Vickers, pops up, gloves it under midair, stopping play. Not the clock. Oops. Well into run clock. Face off one back by Eden. Westfold had it poked away. Attempted clear, blocked by Barons. Barons over to Eden. Eden taken down. Luke Barons using his reach to make the breakout impossible. Now Morales only merged with the puck. Couldn't get it through Westfold. Carter up to Garnis. Stopped at the blue line. Shot directed away by Boma, who's lost it. Barons finds it. This pass tips. Westfold gets it up to Eden. Eden holds up. Gets the puck through Hunt. Shot. Quad City got a stick on that one. We do have Gabe Sin out there. Sin top of the face-off circle. Shot deflected. Now Carter pass. Shot towards the net, deflected by Logan. Shipped up along the board, stopped by Sin. Sin with the stop, shot towards the net, wide. 45 seconds left. Junta to Sin. Sin fires, shot, rebound, put in by Logan. Well, I'm not going to get the Gabe Sin goal I was hoping for, but I guess I will get an assist. They do not stop the clock. Goal was scored with about 30 seconds left, and they're just going to let it run out. That's probably going to how this one ends. So, Capitals will earn a 12-0 shutout victory for Kenley Boma. Boma with shutouts and consecutive starts. Got the shutout Friday in Cedar Rapids. Unless my memory is total garbage. I don't think it is. So the JV Capitals, they had a kind of a uninspiring 3-game stretch against the 2 games on the road in Fremont and then the Turkey Cup game on November 25th. It's just like, gosh, the guys just aren't themselves. But they have bounced back in the last I'd have to count the number of games. 7, 5 have been pretty strong. So they found their game again. Which is great to see. So the Capitals the JV Capitals will head into the Christmas break atop the Midwest League standings. Trying to connect into the Midwest League website as we speak. Double check. Double check the standings. Now we'll have to see what Lincoln does with this win, the Capitals do leapfrog Lincoln, who has 30 points. We'll check the Stars' schedule real quick. So the Stars... Yeah, the Stars, looks like their game has gone final and it's counted in. So yeah, the Stars earlier today at the Icebox beat Mason City 7-1. But the Capitals, I don't think, have been marked as final just yet. Yeah, not yet. So once they mark that game as final, the Capitals will leapfrog the Stars in points with 31. The Stars would have this small advantage in points percentage, but the Capitals are battling hard at the JV level to take the top spot. Capitals are in the top spot at the varsity level, and they will play next. Game will likely start at pretty close to 10:50. We'll probably start the stream. Well, maybe it's going to be closer to 10:40. We'll start the stream in just a little bit at the end of warm-ups for the varsity game. So hope you tune into that one also. If you can't, as always, if you can't catch the Capitals live, catch them on the archive. You can watch the Capitals at your convenience or rewatch the Capitals at your convenience anytime by just going to our YouTube channel. I encourage you to subscribe and click the notifications button so you'll be notified every time we do go live here on YouTube. If you aren't able to join us for the varsity game, we thank you so much for joining us for the JV game. We wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll depart with the reminder, it's a great day, week, month, and year to be a Capital. We'll see you next time.